Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am late to the party on this one, but I finally got a chance to watch the new Sam Raimi film, Send Help, and it's a Sam Raimi movie. I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, the review can just end right there. That's actually I can just stop the recording and just say it's a Sam Raimi movie. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep going. This film follows two colleagues, Linda, played by Rachel McAdams, and Bradley, played by Dylan O'Brien, who become stranded on a desert island after surviving a nasty plane crash. On the island, they must overcome past grievances and work together to survive. This film is just fun Sam Raimi schlock. In other words, it's like watching a live-action cartoon where the violence is just cranked up to 11. It's a dark premise, but Sam Raimi somehow finds a way to make it into just this campy romp. For those of you guys who don't know directors by name, Sam Raimi is famous for directing the original 3 Spider-Man films and also the original Evil Dead trilogy. And for the purposes of this review, we're going to be mainly focusing on his style present in the Evil Dead films, although they're present in the Spider-Man movies as well. But the Evil Dead films are just a mixture of over-the-top violence mixed with physical comedy.
Hey, I'll swallow your soul! I'll swallow your soul! I'll swallow your soul!
Swallow this.
And it's all because of Sam Raimi's own filmmaking style, which is so present in this big studio film, and it gives it so much life and personality. There's dramatic zooms and slow-mo that really emphasizes certain actions or objects. There's moments where characters just kind of look into the camera in just a really unnerving, uncomfortable way. There's a moment where a character kind of sounds like a deadite and is just yelling in a raspy pirate-like tone. There's a very active camera that's just rushing through the jungle at one moment. There's a use of a panning shot just over Dylan O'Brien's face to show a long passage of time, and you just see him get more and more miserable with each time the camera passes by him. It's wonderful. My only issue with this film, and I'm going to start with negatives, because I really only have one issue with this, is I think it takes too long. I think the setup is way too long. It takes too long to get to the island. There's multiple scenes where we're just establishing that Linda, Rachel McAdams' character, is awkward and like unpopular. We have multiple scenes of that. We have a scene of her not getting along with her colleagues, and then we have another scene where she doesn't get along specifically with Dylan O'Brien's character. And the thing is, it all takes place within the exact same location, and it feels like it's establishing the same things. So it just kind of feels like this whole opening is dragging on, and it's like we get it. We get what you're trying to do here. So instead of the opening being like, I don't know, 20-ish minutes, you could cut that down to a simple 10. We can make it all just one scene. We can have one scene where we establish both that Rachel McAdams is an awkward, unpopular employee at this company, and we can also establish within that same scene that Dylan O'Brien is a fucking douchebag in the movie. We can have both. We can do both in one scene, and then that's the setup, and then we can just move on to the plane crash sequence, which I want to talk about because that's just... Oh my God.
Take your seats, you're a little bitch.
The plane crash sequence is just an absolute riot. I mean, it is violent and over the top, and you don't want it any other way. It is exactly what you expect it to be. And that's where it kind of sets the tone for this being a live-action violent cartoon, because a character gets like kicked in the face and all of his teeth just fly out in the most comical, over-the-top fashion. It sets the bar for what's to come. And what's to come is just lots of eye trauma, I guess. Lots of cartoonish eye trauma in this one. And once you get to the island, I mean, the film runs the risk of being repetitive, but it never does. The film is all about the clash between Linda and Bradley. They are always at odds with each other, and their dynamic is just so fun to watch. They're just forced to work together behind gritted teeth. And the thing is, what adds to this is two things in particular. One, they are both not good people. The film establishes that both of these characters have fucking problems. It gives you lots of reasons to root for and against them. There's points in the film where you are, really rooting for Rachel McAdams' character. And there's also certain points where you find yourself feeling oddly sympathetic towards Bradley. And so in that way, it's doing a great job at keeping you engaged. The second thing is that both of these characters, both of these performances are top notch and so charismatic. And I'm specifically talking about Bradley in this case because he is such a slimy, pompous motherfucker, but you're just drawn to him. You can't help. He has that likable quality.
But getting us out of here, that should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker over here.
He is capturing the essence of like a Bruce Campbell in Army of Darkness in a way.
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow.
Except you're kind of more rooting against him because you are putting him up against someone who is just naturally more likable. So the film is a clash of likability, I guess, in a way. Them both being super charismatic performers really adds to this, and also again adds to you feeling sympathetic for Dylan O'Brien. It makes you kind of like him in a weird way, not fully. You never fully like, oh yeah, I like that guy, but you kind of you feel for him a little bit more than you would if he was played by, I don't know, just who's an like I don't know, fucking Sean Penn. Like, you know what I mean? So just wonderful casting. And if you can't see this in a theater, please do. This film plays wonderfully with a crowd. I saw it way after its initial release, and it was still quite a packed showing that I went to, and everyone was into it. I mean, the crowd was laughing and wincing at all of the violent, over-the-top moments. It's just insane fun, and it demands to be seen with a crowd. I don't know what else to say other than I had a blast with it. I love Sam Raimi. I love that he makes these violent live-action cartoon films, and I will watch anything and everything that this guy makes. I think he's one of our best filmmakers. I love him, and I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, what did you guys think of Send Help? Have you guys seen it? If you haven't, please go check it out in a theater with a packed crowd. It's gonna play wonderfully. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Long live cinema.